Hey guys, my name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48. Welcome to my A Destroyer movie channel. If you're here for the movie Zombieland, you're in the right place. My Zombieland movie review, you're in the right place. How many times do I repeat myself? Subscribe, like, and share, and comment, and blah blah blah. Who cares? F the world. F stands for forget the world and all the corruption that's in it. All right, guys. If you don't mind, you can take a second and give me a like, and if you can subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it. So it has all their names right there. It stars Woody Harrelson, Jesse S. Eisenberg. I really don't care for him. Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin. That's these are the characters that are going to be known as Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock. Woody Harrelson makes good movies. I like him. She comes out in what does she come out in? Suicide Squad. And that's all I know from him. All right, let's begin, shall we? So in the movie Zombieland, we're gonna start off with Columbus. Columbus is kind of like a geeky guy, kind of a shy nerd. It begins at like he's at a gas station and he's being attacked by zombies, and he defeats the zombies. And there's a part where he's running from the zombies. It's funny. And he actually gets in the car, tries to escape, and there's a zombie in the back seat, and then he has to crash into some business or something, and he destroys the zombie and survives. Next, we show that Columbus, scene change. He's like on a highway like a highway, and he's just walking with his luggage on wheels. And then comes along Tallahassee, played by Woody Harrelson. He comes in a like an SUV kind of vehicle, and they're at a standoff. They run into each other, they point guns at each other, and then Columbus is like sticking out the thumb, like hitchhike, and then it's funny because they have their shotguns or guns pointing at each other, rifles pointing at each other, or shotgun something. And they were at the standoff, and then Columbus gives a thumbs up, like, "Hey, I'll give me a ride," and Tallahassee obliges him and takes him with them in their vehicle. And then they're gonna arrive at a grocery store, a big grocery store, and they run into zombies. It's funny, Tallahassee in the back of his vehicle has all these weapons, and he kills some zombies in the grocery store. One is like some hedge clippers that he think clips a zombie's head. It's funny because in the grocery store there's like fat zombies. And they're gonna run into two females, Wichita and Little Rock. Wichita's older, looks like she's at least a teenager or at least in her early 20s, and Little Rock is a somewhat of a little girl, but she looks like she's 13 or 14 maybe, or 12, 13 or 14, somewhere around there. No, I think she's more mature. She's like 13 or 14. But Wichita is playing the victim when she meets Tallahassee, because she says she's got a bite. Wichita's there, and they're like, "Oh, she needs help." Then comes in Columbus. He stayed behind, but he gets in, and Wichita and Little Rock, they fool Tallahassee and Columbus, and they point their guns at them, and then they're gonna take Tallahassee's vehicle, leaving Tallahassee and Columbus stranded. So now we got Tallahassee and Columbus stranded. And by the way, they're going by by city names because they don't want to know each other's name in case one of them dies, so they don't feel bad, something like that. But later on, Tallahassee and Columbus find another vehicle, and Tallahassee finds a lot of guns in the backseat of his vehicle. Some kind of. I'm not going car names, but an SUV, Jeep kind of yellow vehicle. And Tallahassee, he paints something on the side. I don't remember what it was, but he painted something like kind of saying it's his. I don't know, it was like 8 ball or something. Don't remember. um. So Tallahassee and and Columbus take off in the vehicle, and then they run into, I believe it's Tallahassee's old caddy vehicle, the one that they Wichita and Little Rock stole from him. And it turns out that Wichita and Little Rock are in the area, and they fool Columbus and Tallahassee again. And I guess their vehicle, Little Rock and Wichita's vehicle, or was Tallahassee's vehicle, was something happened. I think they had maybe their car broke down or something. But now they're gonna steal Tallahassee and Columbus car. Now this is with Tallahassee and Columbus in the car. They kidnap them. This part I don't understand why, because it is they had said Wichita and Little Rock that they didn't want men around, and they were gonna go, and they want to go to Pacific Playland. They're gonna tell Columbus and Tallahassee later on while they take them. So why are they kidnapping them? I don't understand that. But I will bring this up at the end of the video. So now we got all four of them in the vehicle, and they start driving. But Tallahassee pulls a fast one on Wichita Little Rock and points her guns at him. He tricks him. But Columbus is saying, you know what? Why don't we just stop fighting and get along? So they're all driving along. Then they start getting together. They start getting to know each other. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And they end up at a Indian reservation kind of store. They kill like a zombie there. I like this part. Tallahassee rings a bell and shoots him or something. The zombie, and then they get zombie free that Indian reservation. So that's what I'm gonna call it. And they start looking around the store, and then they start breaking stuff. Tallahassee's the one that starts this and starts breaking stuff, and everybody starts breaking stuff, but it just has to start having fun in the store, breaking all the stuff in the store. How many times are you gonna say that? So they leave there, and they're driving around, and I think they're gonna try to, because Little Rock wants to go to Pacific Playland. I guess it's a version of Disneyland or something. And Wichita's been trying to take her there for a while. Oh, by the way, Little Rock's always complains she wants a shower. So I guess Columbus and Tallahassee they're just along for the ride. So they're gonna go to Pacific Playland with them. I guess it's going towards California. I think it's in California. Yeah, it is in California, because then they're gonna end up going to Hollywood, which they get there, and then they're gonna go to Tallahassee wants them to go look for Bill Murray's house, which the real actor from the Ghostbusters, and they arrive at Bill Murray's house. And it's funny because they're gonna split up in Bill Murray's house. It's gonna be Columbus recommends that Wichita goes with Tallahassee, so they start looking around, and then Columbus and Little Rock, they find a little mini theater, which is cool, which you think a lot of millionaires have, and they go in there and and Columbus finds that they have Ghostbusters, which is a movie from the real life actor Bill Murray, and they start watching Little Rock and Columbus start watching Ghostbusters in a little theater, while Tallahassee and Wichita run into zombie Bill Murray. But it turns out that Bill Murray's not a zombie. He just dresses like a zombie to blend in with the zombies. Now, so Bill Murray and Tallahassee and Wichita are talking, and they're gonna decide that they're gonna play a zombie trick with Bill Murray. He already looks like dressed as a zombie with all the makeup and everything. He said he put like some dead blueberries in his eyes or whatever, make him look like a zombie, or in his cheeks. So Bill Murray walks into the theater, and Columbus is always prepared. He's a nerdy, shady. Columbus is a nerdy, shaky individual, and he sees a zombie. Columbus sees a zombie, which is Bill Murray, and and Columbus takes out a shotgun and shoots Bill Murray, making a big hole in him. And Bill Murray falls to a seat or something. They're attending to him. He's still talking. This part, man, it's kind of weird because there's no way you're gonna get shot in a shotgun, have a hole this big in you, and you're still alive. So, with dying last words, Bill Murray dies. They all feel bad about it, and it's funny because Wichita starts laughing. She goes, "Oh, it's kind of funny." He's like, "Why are you laughing?" And Bill Murray just killed somebody. Bill Murray just died. Well, Columbus did. And all four of them take Bill Murray's corpse, and then they wrap it around. And there's on the top floor, they have like a balcony. They throw Bill Murray's body off the balcony, and it's funny because they take out. I don't know. It's Columbus. She's like, anybody want sanitizer, and they're all putting out their hands, like, because they just touched the dead body. In Bill Murray's house, it's cool because Tallahassee's doing target practice. And it looks like in the living room, and Little Rock joins them, and Tallahassee, they have targets like they're shooting like some kind of vases and stuff. Tallahassee, no, it's because the Little Rock is having a hard time shooting the vases, and Tallahassee tells her to shoot using some kind of breathing technique. It works. There's a part they're playing Monopoly, and they're using real money, pretty cool. They're using Bill Money's real money, and it is now revealed that Tallahassee, he said that he had somebody. It seems like it's a dog that passed away in his life, but no, it turns out it's his real son that passed away, and it's to me, it's an emotional scene. Tallahassee starts crying, and Columbus like hits his hand, like, "Hey, it's okay," you know. So Tallahassee has aggressive behavior. He's not afraid of zombies because he has lost his son, so nothing is in comparison. Tallahassee loves to kill zombies. After that, there's a moment with a romantic scene involving Columbus and Wichita. They're somewhere by themselves, and they start talking. They get a little tipsy, they get a little drunk, because Wichita found some wine, and they start drinking. They're almost going to kiss, but Tallahassee walks in on them and ruins it, and says that they need help moving sofas or something to make a fort for Little Rock. Excuse me. In the morning, Wichita is kind of disturbed. Maybe she saw it as a sign that she couldn't kiss Columbus. That's a sign, maybe. And she decides to take Little Rock, and they're going to go on their own to Pacific Playland. When they take off, and it's sad because they leave Columbus and Tallahassee behind in daylight in the vehicle. And when they leave, Wichita tells Little Rock concerning the kiss. Well, she doesn't tell him the kiss, but she said that, "Hey, we said we were going to stick together, just us, nobody else." So that's the reason why Wichita and Little Rock are leaving for Pacific Playland, leaving Tallahassee and Columbus behind at Bill Murray's house. So Wichita and Little Rock end up at Pacific Playland, and they're gonna go into that amusement park and go on the rides. And when they start going on rides, zombies are getting from a far away. Zombies are getting to see the lights of the music park that they turned on, and they're gonna head over there. Let's go back to Columbus and Tallahassee. Uh, it's really Columbus that's brokenhearted. Broken heart. Yeah, he's brokenhearted. Is that the word? Or he has a broken heart. Like, how do you say it? He has a broken heart. That Little Rock, especially Wichita, took off on him. He's sad. Tallahassee's not all that sad. He's like, kind of like screw him. So Tallahassee's like, I'm gonna go to Mexico. You gonna come? And then Columbus decides like, no, I'm gonna go after them. I'm gonna go after them. So Tallahassee's like, all right. And Columbus gets funny. Columbus gets on a bike with his luggage on it. He tries to drive it and he hits the bushes. And then Tallahassee's like, oh, what the hell? Let's go. Let's go after Wichita and Little Rock. So now Tallahassee and Columbus are gonna go after Columbus. I'm sorry, Columbus and Tallahassee are going after Wichita and Little Rock, and they're gonna take off, and the vehicle go over there to go to Pacific Playland. Now back at Pacific Playland where I left off, the zombies have now seen that the music park is open, lights are all there. It's attract zombies over there, and it's funny because it's like a lot of movies where, or especially this one, where Wichita and Little Rock says there's no zombies over there. That's what they heard, I guess. So the zombies are on their way to attack Wichita and Little Rock, and they're on a ride. They're actually in some dragon ride. It goes like this at the amusement park, and Little Rock and Wichita see the zombies are coming after them, so they're gonna start running, and they start running, and then the zombies are catching up to them. They are shooting some zombies with their rifles. Yeah, the rifles with them. Good. And Wichita and Little Rock are gonna go hide in some ride. I don't know why. It's the one that goes all the way up and then comes down, and the zombies are now below, and some of them, the zombies are trying to climb up. And it's funny because it starts going down the ride they're on, and then they gotta shoot a button and it takes them up so the zombies don't shoot them. Sometimes the zombie gets on top and then they fall down. Some place they shoot someone and are climbing, and they're shooting zombies. Now, good news is that now Columbus and Tallahassee have arrived, and Tallahassee's like, they split up, Tallahassee and Columbus. Tallahassee's like, Columbus, you go that way, try to save them, and I'll try to distract the zombies. Tallahassee comes in with guns, and that's the cool part, because Tallahassee goes on some ride hanging on like this that goes in circles, and then the zombies try to come get them. Zombies will eat you. And Tallahassee's hanging out, like shooting machine guns on the ride, going around in circles. She knows zombies. That's pretty cool. And then at one point, he gets on some roller coaster, and zombies are trying to climb up. It's a little roller coaster, and the zombies are trying to kill him. And Tallahassee is on the roller coaster going like this, and then shooting all the zombies. That was cool. Columbus, the zombies that are attacking Wichita Little Rock start running away because they're gonna try to, I think, go after Columbus, but Columbus is able to, with the help of of Tallahassee. They're killing all the zombies, and Columbus is able to get them off the ride, get Wichita and Little Rock off the ride, so they're all running. And and then going back to Tallahassee, there's a coolest scene. He goes into some kind of booth, and he closes the like some cage doors, and he's all in there, and there's little gaps where he can shoot his guns. He gets his guns and he puts the clips here, and he puts two guns like this, and then he starts shooting all the zombies, and he kills all the zombies that are around the the booth he's in. And it's a really cool scene. He's like shooting a lot. He kills all those zombies. By the way, Tallahassee's been looking for a Twinkie the whole time. That Columbus met him, or even I'm pretty sure even at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. Um, there is a part where Columbus he gets in the very beginning. He doesn't like clowns, and there's a giant clown zombie, but Columbus is able to defeat him and kill the clown zombie. Uh, so now Tallahassee and Columbus have saved Little Rock and Wichita from all those zombies in the amusement park. They killed most of them. But they're kind of like ready to leave. But Tallahassee is looking at some like little food shop, and he's trying to find a Twinkie. He finds a box of Twinkies, but Columbus actually absolutely shoots his shotgun at the Twinkie box. He thought it was a zombie or something. And Tallahassee's not happy with Columbus with that. It turns out that Wichita and Little Rock are taking off in the SUV. And it's like Tallahassee and Columbus like, oh, not again. They're gonna leave us behind, but they're just joking around. Wichita's driving. She stops the vehicle, and thing is, Little Rock, she throws a Twinkie. She found a Twinkie. She threw it at Tallahassee because she knew he wanted one. And Tallahassee is happy about the Twinkie. And Tallahassee and Columbus get in the vehicle, and and so now Wichita, Little Rock, Columbus, and Tallahassee have now left Zombieland. And that is the end. And there is a Zombieland Part 2, and I have not bought that one yet. I think it's called Zombieland Part 2 Double Tap or something. Alright, I'll give you my final comments on this movie. Probably might add extra scenes. I will go over scenes maybe I didn't go over. One scene I remember is where Columbus and Tallahassee are on their own, and they get off the expressway and they find some kind of pastry kind of vehicle. They're looking for a Twinkie. There's no Twinkie in there. There's those snowballs. Tallahassee's not happy about that, and Columbus happily eats a snowball. But it's funny when there's like a hill, and the bottom of the hill from the expressway is that pastry truck, and Tallahassee's about to walk down, and then Columbus is doing exercises with his rifle and with his legs, and Tallahassee's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You gotta limber up," and then Tallahassee says, "You ever see a lion limber up? A lion just goes and attack its prey. He doesn't limber up." That's all I could really think about. Yeah, it's bad that that Wichita and Little Rock kept tricking and abandoning Columbus and Tallahassee. I thought that was sad. Nobody liked to be rejected. There's a part where Tallahassee's also, when he's with Columbus, they're walking in the city, and Tallahassee likes to break stuff. He's breaking a van or something. He'll break the windshields, kick it and everything. And then Columbus is more calm, like, "What are you doing?" There is they do say they do a kill of the week, and like killing a zombie kind of or scene, like what was the best kill, and Columbus says some lady got that that on her. She's walking, and zombies after her. She's walking near a church or a house, and then she pulls on a string or something, and the piano falls on the zombie. That was cool. That showed it was a survivor. Oh my gosh, I forgot. In Zombieland, at the very beginning, they play some heavy metal music, and it's really cool. And it shows people running away from zombies. I am so sorry. That is the best part of the movie, and I forgot to talk about it. Yeah, so watch you. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen Zombieland, the very beginning, if you like heavy metal music and seen zombies run after people, it's really cool. There's a part even in Washington where they show a zombie going after somebody. They show a fat guy running away from a zombie. They show a guy in a tuxedo. Oh, that's my favorite part. Maybe the guy in a tuxedo shooting a machine gun at zombies. They show people on fire in the beginning. They show strippers running. They show firemen. Like there's just the zombie apocalypse is just crazy. They show a mom that's supposedly supposed to be a birthday party, but all the little kids are zombies already, and she runs off in a van. I think she gets in an accident, hits another vehicle or something, and she flies out the windshield. That was cool. All those really good scenes and in the beginning of the movie with that heavy metal music is really cool. That's the best. I think that's the best part of the movie. I remember Tallahassee has a knife, big knife. I like all the zombie. I like all the zombie kills. The weird thing is that they will. Columbus has his list of how to survive the zombie apocalypse. He has a little notepad. He writes stuff down, and they'll show words sometimes. Like, for example, Columbus shoots a zombie once with a shotgun, and then he's like, "You gotta shoot twice just to make sure they're dead." And they'll say double tap, like the words will come on the screen, and they'll show words like that throughout the movie. I think they don't show that much at the end. See if I can remember anything more. There is a part, I think it's Wichita and Columbus. They actually go where that roller coaster ride is, and there's or like a fun house that has monsters or skeletons, whatever. That was pretty cool. Trying to run away from the zombies. And that's all I have to say about Zombieland. Let me grade it before I forget. I give this movie. I'll give it a perfect score. I'll give it my perfect score is an A plus plus plus. I love Zombieland. Go check it out. I recommend it. Remember, there's a Zombieland Part 2, Double Tap. I hope I buy that movie someday if I remember. There's so many movies I still want that I don't have. I hope you enjoyed my movie review of Zombieland. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Come on, guys. I really need to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video. And I'm going to end it with this and say, the world will never be a perfect place, but we can all make it better. Till next time. My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, from my A Destroyer channel. And from Zombieland, and for me, Alberto. I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye-bye.